Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good Friday morning to you, and welcome to the Front Porch. My name is Kenny Dean. Let's go to the lines right now. Mike Dinsmore, good Friday morning to you, buddy.
Good Friday morning to you. How's everything going?
Man, it's unrolled around. We got another weekend lined up. We got some possible bad weather coming in here Sunday and Monday, and we're just enjoying getting the day started with you.
But weren't the blessings of Thursday wonderful?
Oh, my goodness alive, what a gorgeous, warm day. And we got a really, today and tomorrow, not bad days, but then we really need to really stay tuned to the weather Sunday evening going into Monday morning. That's what they're still calling, and they've been warning us, so we gotta take heed to the warning.
Well, that weather here on this lake and river region area can sneak up on you, sure enough.
You've fished a lot in your years. Have you ever been caught out in a storm and weren't ready?
You couldn't hear Patsy Cole back in the other room, but when you asked that question, I've got you on speakerphone. She heard you, and I heard a hoot in the back room. Because we were down on the lake years ago when I saw one brewing.
Oh, wow.
Off in a way, back down in what was the Southwest at that time.
Right.
And I decided, looking at it and what I had heard that day, I'd run off up in El Cache Creek and hide from it.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't but about 10 minutes till it caught us up there.
Yeah.
Son. My navigational skills during storms lost great credibility that day.
Well, and it happens so fast, too, especially around water.
Oh, yeah, because it just, and as much as the river twists and turns, you don't ever know when, even though it may be, if it was following the river, it might be 10 miles away, but it might not be more than 2. As crow flies and clouds move.
You and Miss Patsy have lived all over the United States. Have you, in different weather areas too, have y'all been caught in a bad storm in any of those areas?
Depending on what you call bad, almost all of them. We've been in hurricanes in the Houston, Texas area.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Blizzards in Ohio, Kansas, and Iowa.
Right.
And those blizzards are absolutely, to be out in one of them is concerning because we've been in whiteouts during blizzard time.
Wow. Well, then your home state of Alabama, we've had our share, and of course that's why with these storms that we're looking at, they've been warning us. We've got to we've got to pay attention to them and be ready. That's the thing. Be prepared.
Oh, yeah, I got a picture on my phone of me standing next to an old well up in the corner of Clay and Coosa County with an uncle put me in the well bucket and lowered me down in it and tied me off back in the early 50s.
Wow.
And tornado.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was tornado that back in, I think it was 51, 52, took the top off the bank in Ashland, Alabama.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, that downtown Ashland area is just absolutely southern, picturesque, and I've always just thought the world of that area. And
it's
the people.
Yeah, they're good folks. Now, they sort of look at you funny until they know you're okay. But they're good.
Well, me and you could jaw and carry on all day long, and I know you got things to do, and we'll go ahead and turn it over to you right now, Mike, with the front porch thought for the day.
Sounds good, brother. I'm going to read a scripture from the 10th chapter of Luke's Gospel, and it starts this way. He entered a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. She had a sister named Mary who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to what he was saying, but Martha was distracted by her many tasks. So she came to him and asked, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her then to help me. But the Lord answered her, Martha, Martha, you are worried and distracted by many things, but there is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, which will not be taken away from her. You know, that's an amazing story to me because Jesus, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, has come to visit, and these two sisters respond to that visit in a very different ways. Mary chooses the chosen one. She sits at his feet, fellowships with him, listens to every word that he's saying, interacts with him, and pays attention to what he's got to say, and is so interested she won't leave. Martha, in the meantime, is distracted by the routine of the world and her daily chores. Sometimes we call this, Martha was back in the back rattling pots and pans while Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus. But Martha was getting ready while Mary was listening then. All the time, Jesus was there for both sisters. Jesus was there in person. And because he was, Mary seized the moment, sat, listened, and experienced a precious time with Jesus while Martha was still getting ready. The short meaning of the story is Mary put first things first, and Martha remained distracted by secondary things. As we close out this week, this one thing, I would encourage us, pay attention. Every step you take, every bird you hear sing, every rustle of a squirrel, every flower that blooms, every time you look at the clouds, every time you have a chance to speak a word of witness, take advantage of the moment. Put first things first. Look for God in every interaction you have with anybody or anything. Put God first. Let's always try to keep first things first and not get distracted by the secondary things of life. May we pray. Oh, gracious Lord, today, when opportunities show up, help me choose to do that which you would have me do with you by my side rather than get distracted by the broken hustle and bustle of the world. Amen.
Amen. You know what you just did for me? You made me you made me realize everything that flower that's blooming. These are things I look at every time I have the opportunity. That bird singing, me feeding those birds and seeing how chirpy and happy they are. The mockingbird just never ceases me with his loving sound. But you just made me realize I'm seeing the man upstairs every time I look at that. So I am taking time, but I need to remember, who I'm looking at.
That's right, and not get lost in the fuzzy stuff and the noisy stuff, but stay focused on God.
I even tell the man upstairs when I'm praying, and I'm praying, and all of a sudden my mind just runs off the road, and I don't want to jerk it back on because I don't want to flip, but I always apologize to him. When I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden I'm not talking to him anymore, I always say, hey, I am sorry, but the old devil got me distracted, because that's who's distracting me, is the old devil.
That's exactly right, no question about it. And we can get distracted every time we turn the television on, every time we read the newspaper, every time we get into arguments and conflicts, we are not focused on unity, justice, mercy, and humble living.
No, you're right. You're exactly right. It's been a great week. Thank you for spending it with us, and to Miss Patsy and the entire rest of the family there on Ridgeway. Hope it's a great weekend. I know with Easter coming up, hope it's a great Easter. Now, we hope you find all your eggs.
Take care, brother. I'm going to go apologize about that.
Tell her we said hello.
All right, bye.
See you, brother. Mike Dinsmore getting our day started. Let's talk about the weather, but while we're getting it ready, I want to tell you that two things. Right now, the NBRC 6 News is First Alert Weather Team has declared a First Alert Weather Day on Monday, the last day of the month, for the chance of severe storms capable of producing damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Also, the U.S. National Weather is doing the same thing. So let's be prepared. Whether anything happens or not, let's be prepared. We're starting out at 56. It's going to be 83 and cloudy today. Tonight, 62, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, slight chance of rain, 79 and 63. And then on Sunday and Monday, that's what we're talking about right now. Be weather alert, because we are looking at some bad weather. So just be prepared. Then Tuesday, April Fools, and this ain't no April Fools. It's going to be a nice day. 80, 64, and then April the 2nd, almost 90 degrees. Welcome to the state of Alabama. Here's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Alex City Marine. They're seeing these weather, the temperature go up, and when that happens, that's when people get all, I think I'm ready to buy one. I'm ready for one of them Tri-Tunes. Let's look at them today. Lake Martin Garden Shop, of course, Phil Blassingame and Kay and the crew, they're all excited right now because they got some of the most beautiful ferns, Macho, Kimberly Clark, Kimberly ferns, hibiscus, and some of the prettiest tropical plants you're going to find. They are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, tomorrow, 9 to 4, and even on Sunday, 1 to 4. That's Lake Martin Garden Shop, Highway 63, Alex City.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here, or you can shop us online, only at Gorees Furniture.
Your expressway to saving.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, located 1881 Goodwater Highway, Sylacauga, Alabama, is one of the fastest growing funeral homes in the area. We are pleased to announce the grand opening of our crematory, an expansion that allows us to offer traditional services as well as cremations starting at $8.99, serving Talladega, Coosa, Clay, Tallapoosa, Elmore, and the surrounding region. That's Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, 256-245-1454.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park. And there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of the citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-6736.
And come on back in here and join us on a Friday morning, pre-recorded. Lois Ann Murphy with Chick-fil-A will be out here shortly. And Sandra Fuller was supposed to be out here, but she had the old crud, and she said, Kenny, don't be around you. Sandra, thank you. Hope you get to feeling better real soon. Steve Robinson, president of the Chamber, will be out here with us at 7:30 to wrap up the show. My friend from Cloud 9, Amanda Sullivan, will be out here talking about a big spring power buy sale going on this weekend. She'll tell us all about that. Let's run through a few announcements. And again, if you got announcements coming up, let me tell you what they are growing. April is right here in our backyard now. March was a busy month. If you got things going on, April, May, if you'll get those to us, probably the easiest thing to do is just email me, kennydeanac@gmail.com. You can always text me also. But if you got announcements you want us to get out, we'll be glad to do that for you. Tomorrow afternoon, Red's Catfish will have their, at 2 o'clock, we'll have their catfish plates going out the door, $20 with tea. Eat in or carry out. Easter egg hunt tomorrow. Looks like the weather's going to be good for it tomorrow. Presented by the Alex City Parks and Rec and the Lake Martin Trailblazers. That starts at 9 in the morning tonight up at Mountain View Plantation on Haynes Mountain Road in Delta, Alabama. The 7th annual Billy McCoy one-shot turkey hunt. They'll be serving some ribs tonight. It's going to be really, really good. All the proceeds go to charity. Every penny that you put into that goes to charity for Billy McCoy in honor of the late Billy McCoy. Blood donation tomorrow, Great Bethel Baptist Church. That blood drive is going on in the Bloodmobile there at on Jefferson Court at 10 a.m. To 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow morning up in New Site for the New Site Youth Football League pancake breakfast will be served from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. $8 a plate, very reasonable. Again, this is for the New Site Warriors, the youth football up there. You can cash, Venmo, check made out to NSYFL. They'll tell you all about that when you sit down. You get pancakes and a side of meat. Right now, as far as I know, this golf tournament is still being planned for Monday. It's Meals on Wheels, a fundraiser for Meals on Wheels at Lake Winds Golf Course. That's Monday. Lunch provided by Riverbank. So right now, as far as I know, it's still on. That could change over the weekend. I know you'll be you golfers. I know you'll be finding out about that. On Sunday, this coming Sunday, the members of Duncan Memorial Methodist Church invite you to join them Sunday at 4 o'clock as they gather in the parking lot of Russell Medical Center for a time of prayer. Now, the goal is to have enough people on site to form an unbroken circle. I don't think this has ever been done before that I remember, around the hospital to pray for the patients and the staff. Whoever put this together, I guess the people at Duncan Memorial put it together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jewelry sale coming up at Russell Medical. This is one they have a few times a year. It will be at Russell Medical, the $5 jewelry and accessory sale, April 3rd and 4th. April 3rd from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. April 4th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Hardy, I didn't mean to say that. I'd like to, Jackie Gleason, you say that. The Hardy Community Room. Dadeville, FFA Spring Plant Sale. Well, I'll tell you what, this time of the year, I just love it. I know we'll be getting our old buddy Shane Harris out here. In fact, I got to look at the book, see when he is going to be coming out here. And the rule of thumb is to really wait until Good Friday to plant. Now, some folks have already planted. They already got it going. That's okay. We'll see what happens, but that's the rule of thumb. But the Dadeville FFA Spring Plant Sale kickoff date is April 5th from 8 to 3. Sunday, April 6th, 1 to 4. Monday, that's Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 6. Saturday, plants in the park. Let's see. Now, next weekend, and I always get messed up on this one, so I hope I got it lined up for next Saturday night. It's the first Saturday of every month. Bingo at the Hattonville Community Room there in downtown Hattonville. And I can just go ahead. I'm looking at this from last year, May 11th. That 2024, the Hattonville Volunteer Fire Department will have their fish fry. So I know that'll be coming up in May. So if y'all get me the information on that, I'll be glad to talk about it. I'll be there. I ain't missed one in several years. Love their fish. Now, also that same day, the Hattonville Volunteer Fire Department has chicken too. But I love their fish. Ain't heard anything about frog legs. Tallapoosa County 4-H County Contest also Saturday, April the 5th from 8 to 12. So that's going on at the Dadeville Elementary School. Hopefully we can get Shane on or somebody on to talk about that because that's a growing area. Because 4-H grows here. That's their kind of like their motto. Opening soon, Chuckwalla, Chuck's Marine. Again, starting April the 5th. On April the 6th, which is next Sunday, by the way. Spurs Ministries. This is was planned for March 15th, had to change because of the weather. The Horse Whisperer is coming to the Central Coosa Cowboy Church in Rockford. Lunch will be served from 12 to 2. The event starts at 2, and it is free. It is free. Put that on your things to do. Folks, we will take us a break. We'll be right back. Salvation Army. Again, really, this week, just about, I guess, every day I've talked about the storms, possible bad storms coming, and I talk about Salvation Army preparing. Well, that's what they're doing. As we get closer to Sunday evening, Monday morning, we don't know that for a fact that it will actually hit, but it's strongly looking like that, and we know the Salvation Army is preparing for that right now. Of course, they're located at 6800 US 280.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SEC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors is turning it up with some incredible giveaways. 2 VIP tickets to the Morgan Wallen Sand in My Boots Festival and 2 weekend tickets to the Talladega Race. Don't wait. Enter now at calldixie.com. It's fast, easy, and free. Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors, bringing you comfort and unforgettable memories since 1908.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At High Point Insurance Group, we're here for all of life's milestones.
Like when you finally step into your dream home.
And when you drive off in that dream car, we've got you covered.
Or when you hit the water with your new boat.
We're by your side.
High Point Insurance Group.
Protecting you through all of life's high points.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats. There's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy, heated outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
Before we left, I said that Lois Ann Murphy with Chick-fil-A would be out here, and you know that how lovely she is, and you know sometimes you look up and you're able to replace lovely with lovely.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what we've done right now with the one and only Jeremy Jeffrey.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Lois saying that was not my idea for him to say that.
You know, we got a Kalijah Idol going on right now, 17th annual. When y'all started this 17 years ago, did you ever think it would still be going on?
No. I don't even think really of radio promotions that go on that.
No, I know.
They typically don't. You know, I mean, they usually have about a 5-year shelf life. And, I think part of it is, you know, if you look at the lineup this year, and there were over 100 contestants when we started, right? But even just in the 35 or so that we've got left, you've got a 16-year-old, 4 17-year-olds, an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, and so that it generationally just kind of resets itself. And I'll tell you how long Kalijah Idol's been around. This year, for the first time that I know of, we have a contestant who used to compete years ago, and then she stopped doing it some years back. Her daughter is in it this year.
Wow.
So
wow.
You know, it's just one of those things where you're like, wow, we're now in the second generation of it. You know.
But in saying that, what that does is the talent. It's different talent. Every year. It's not the same old ones, and it's not so much the karaoke.
Yeah.
You still got the ones that's just going to do it for fun.
Sure.
And that's
absolutely.
okay. That's kind of, to me, that's kind of what it started out to do. But it's some serious talent.
There is. There are some people who have designs on making a living out of music one way or the other. You know,
it's already happened. It's already happened in 17 years.
Absolutely. I mean, it was funny because this year, for the first time, we actually caught Trey Foshee on a night when Blackberry Breeze wasn't booked. And so he came out and guest judged with us one night. It's the first time. The last time he was in it was 13 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was, I think, about 2 weeks after that Kalijah Idol that Blackberry Breeze was formed.
Really? I didn't realize that. I've never heard that story.
Yeah.
I'm a big Blackberry Breeze fan. I'm a big Trey Foshee fan because being in a band, and when I was with Madwin, I was surrounded by great musicians, and that's exactly what you got with that group right there, Blackberry Breeze. They're good musicians. They're good entertainers, and they can play about any genre of music and do it good.
Yeah.
I didn't know they've been together that long.
Yeah, 13 years. And I think Trey finished third that year.
Okay.
Third or fourth.
Just as an individual.
Yeah.
Just as an individual.
Yep. Yeah, and it was something else, and so when you think about that, another popular band these days, Dixie Red.
She's been around.
Ashley Miller, she won it. She won it 7 years ago. Bailey Kazai has done some stuff. So Tyler Braden's up in Nashville. And killing it with two records so far that have made the airplay charts, and then he's got his first album comes out in May.
Wow. Okay.
So
congratulations, young man.
Yeah.
And he went up there, but he had a job. He was a fireman.
Yeah.
And I think, I guess lately with some of these grassroots artists that come through here on the radio tour, I have them out here on the front porch. When I see one that's got the talent, but also they got a job, they understand. I want to make it, but if I don't, I better have a backup plan.
Right.
It's the same thing in sports. If you don't have a backup plan, you go.
Yeah, not everybody's going to make the NFL.
No, you're right. Yeah. Or I think about the guys that have made it to the big leagues in baseball. You never know when you go. If you're a pitcher, our own. The young man that's played, I think, Graveman.
Yeah.
Kendall Graveman.
Yeah.
I mean, Kendall has been in the big leagues for years. He's gotten hurt. He's gone and worked through that. He's now pitching. God, where is he pitching now?
I don't know where Kendall is.
Not Houston. He was with Houston when they played the Braves in the World Series, and the Braves won. But God, he's with the White Sox. Oakland Athletics. I think that's where he started.
Yep.
But he's now he's got some years on him. He's still a young man, but still, you can't do that forever.
Young man, but an older athlete.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's yeah. Now, and it's it's the same thing too with me, and I think people get kind of caught up in the. You can make a good living in the music business without being Luke Bryan, right? Without being Carrie Underwood, right?
You're right.
There's a lot of people who make a good living in music that you've never heard of.
Yeah.
They're producers, they're songwriters, they're, a buddy of mine that I went to school with has made his entire career as a session musician. Plays bass, plays drums, plays keyboards.
With everybody.
And he moved out to Dallas or Austin, Texas, and spent 20 years out there doing that, just as a session guy.
You say Austin, Texas. To me, Texas is, of course, as we know, is one big old state. And music, man, you can play all over the great state of Texas and never finish.
Yeah, and Austin's become kind of a mecca for popular music.
Yeah.
And every genre of popular music you can find in Austin. It's kind of become sort of a southwestern kind of Nashville, Atlanta thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Let me ask you. You've been in the radio business for many, many years. I look at you as a person that knows music and not just one type music. I know you and your lovely wife Stacy love to go to Memphis. You love to go to Mississippi and listen to blues and R&B.
Yeah, we're both big blues fans.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
For me, I grew up in Southwest Alabama.
Yeah.
And she grew up in South Mississippi, so you're kind of covered up in the blues down there, and it's but it's for me it was one of those things like, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, so I discovered some bands like Led Zeppelin and and this and for me it's like I want to go to the root of it, right?
Yeah.
So where did Led Zeppelin get their ideas from? Then you gotta go back. Eventually, you make your way back to Howling Wolf and Robert Johnson and those guys.
I saw a comment you made on somebody. Who was it that said you appreciated their take on an AC/DC?
Charlie Argo.
Charlie Argo. Yeah. I love Charlie Argo. Selma boy, I believe.
He is. He's from Selma, Alabama. Yeah, Charlie released his new album yesterday, I believe.
Okay.
And so first thing that Stacy and I did last night when I got home was we downloaded it and listened to it.
I'll be darned.
And darned if there wasn't the last track on the album is a cover of an old AC/DC song called "Ride On."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
but you know that music.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. That's an old song from the 70s, and it's to my knowledge the only ballad they ever did.
I'll be darned. I have to listen to that.
Yeah, and of course Charlie does his thing with it. I mean, it's got a horn section and and all that. So, because Charlie is caught somewhere between like country and rock and R&B, and nobody really knows where to put him. He released an EP a couple of years ago that went #1 on the iTunes Blues chart.
Wow, that's right.
Yeah, so Charlie is kind of like. I explained Charlie to people. It's like if you took Bob Seger's band and you replaced Bob. You replaced Bob with a soul singer, right? You replaced Bob with, I don't know. Sam and Dave or somebody, because vocally, that's how Charlie is. But yeah, Charlie's record is really good. It's
what do you tell somebody like a Charlie Argo that's, you can't say you don't need to be all over the place because he loves all that music. Will it eventually come to part? I mean, to come into being, that he'll make it big time or
I don't know. I mean, there's so much luck involved in that.
Oh, yeah. I want you to explain, because I guess, because I'm sure you get hit up all the time. Man, I got this song. Y'all play it on Clyde Country. I know you probably hear that all the time. But you got your rules. You got your regulations, how a song can be played on Clyde Country.
We feature a lot of artists who'll come through, local artists or regional artists or whatever. And we never mind interviewing an artist. If we do, we're going to play one or two of your songs.
Okay, yeah.
Or have you perform them in the studio. Either way. That it's a funny thing about Everybody thinks like that you get paid to play it on the radio. You don't. We're not what they would call a reporting station, right? Those are major market stations.
Just learned something about Clyde Country.
Yeah, so you have to go to Nashville or Atlanta or Dallas or Miami or somewhere like that to get on a reporting station. And then once those reports come out, that's where you make pennies on the dollar, royalties on it. But it's like, and here's the thing: most people who listen to the radio, you're listening for the stuff you know. You're not turning on the radio to find something brand new that I've never heard before. You're generally turning on to hear the stuff you like, and once in a while you hear something new and go, "Oh, that's interesting." But so if I play a random record by an artist that nobody knows, has never heard of, it doesn't help the audience any because they're not getting what they tuned in for. And it doesn't help the artist any because the listener's not going to know who they are. They're just going to push the button and listen to somebody else.
And here on the Front Porch, which is simulcast on Clyde Country 97.5, where we used to play music during the breaks like we're playing right now, we can't do anymore because it's against the law, kind of. We'll be right back. Lake Martin, Dadeville area Chamber of Commerce. Going into the weekend, they're getting ready for another month, the month of April. They got a lot going on the month of April. You want to be a member. You're just an individual. You can be a member by just being an individual. And I don't care where you live. What I mean, in the Tallapoosa County area, call Miss Molly today at 256-825-4019 to find out more.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Serving East Central Alabama since 2005, we are Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical of Sylacauga. Coosa Valley Respiratory has medical equipment and supplies, including oxygen-to-home ventilation services. We carry a full line of bracing, power chairs, scooters, and more. And when you trust Coosa Valley Respiratory, you are dealing with local people that care about your well-being. Providing quality home care for our community, Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort William, Sylacauga. Give us a call at 256-245-1411.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Let's come on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Not everyone can be an original, but when it comes to your residential and commercial plumbing needs, depend on the Lake's original plumbing company, Lake Plumbing. Since 1990, Lake Plumbing has served the Lake Martin, Alex City, Dadeville, and eclectic areas with professional plumbing services. And Lake Plumbing is now offering the industry's best in-home water filtration units from the industry's best water filters, Pentair. Call 334-301-3328 today and trust the region's original plumbers, Lake Plumbing. 334-301-3328.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging to help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, Lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449. Floyd's Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dadeville. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown, Dadeville, Alabama.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you got to get to the all-new Stillwaters Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round and cart weekly, and an amazing $45 for weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse, options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-825-1353 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwaters Country Club, open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Now, welcome back to the Front Porch on a Friday, pre-recorded Friday, I might add, going into the weekend where we are talking about some severe weather. Still Sunday evening going into Monday morning. So just, talking about hail, damage, tornadoes, high winds. So let's just be prepared. If nothing happens, that's fine too. We got an idol. Looks like the weather is going to be good. Y'all didn't do the idol, was it weekend before last? Weekend?
Weekend before last, we took a break.
Yeah, and you had a break.
Yep.
But that was the weekend we had the bad weather.
It was, so it worked
good
out.
Timing.
Yeah, good timing on that. Got lucky on that one.
And then this Saturday night, it may be some rain, but it's not. We're not looking at the bad weather on Saturday evening. You got, of course, tonight being Friday night and Saturday at Little Texas, right? Both nights.
That's right. Alabama's a little bit of Texas Friday and Saturday. We'll start singing about 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be about 18 singers each night. They'll each do 2 songs.
Mm-hmm. Then when after tomorrow night, after Saturday night, what would it?
Then it'll be the finals in 2 weeks on April 12th. Saturday night.
One night.
We'll do the final round, and
you take off next weekend.
That's right. We'll give them 2 because they're going to have to do 3 songs at the finals.
Wow.
They'll have 1 song that is kind of assigned to them, like a judge's pick.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have to, prepare 3 performances. So we give them 2 weeks just to kind of get ready to do that.
And they know, right? After this weekend. Being off next weekend, they get those 3 songs in advance, correct?
Well, they'll get the one that's assigned to them in advance.
Okay.
The other 2 are their choice. They can be
their choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's never one just thrown out there to surprise them.
Yeah, because we want them if you're competing for it all, you have the challenge of the song that's assigned to you. But then you also have 2 songs of your own choosing to really kind of show everybody what you can do, who you think you are, right?
Do you think over the 17 years, this being the 17th year, that people have gotten better about doing songs for them rather than trying to do a song that they just can't do? Or have you seen that get any better, or they still got some that are?
Well, I think sometimes there's 2 things that happen, right? Sometimes you get somebody who has a big voice, but then you kind of overshoot, right? Lots of people have a big voice. It doesn't mean you can necessarily do Whitney Houston, right?
Yeah, exactly right. So don't try her.
Right. But at the same time, then you got people who do like really easy songs that, kind of standard. You hear it on every karaoke night you've ever been to, kind of thing, right?
But do you have to get out of that?
Yeah. I think, to me, the ones that win it usually will be able to do different things, right? Like
pretty good range.
Yeah, we had a guy in the finals that won it one year. He did his last 2 songs were Frank Sinatra and Aerosmith.
Ooh, wow. Blue Eyes and wow. You talking about an extreme?
Yeah, all over the place, right? If you can do that, now there are going to be some who can do Carrie Underwood, who can do Whitney, who can do, some of the big, vocal stuff. But just, we always just tell them, look, it's pick a good song, not necessarily the song being good, but a song that's good for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's just Let me tell you something. The talent that has come out of this, like we were talking about a while ago, and then the talent that's in it again, and it's young talent.
Yeah.
You talk about 16, 17, 18, you know, their voice is pretty much where it's going to be now. They just have to work on it.
Yeah.
If they want to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And that next level is not easy now.
And I'll tell you, last year, I think our winner was 18.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this year, one of those 17-year-olds, the 16-year-old, the 20-year-old, one of them can win it. You know, so it's you know, it because some of them are really, really good. You know, really good.
Again, so really, when you get it down to the last 35, 36 this weekend, they're the ones that's not just the karaoke, I would think.
Yeah.
They're the ones that's got you've already, the ones that, again, a lot of folks just get into it just to get out there and sing a song. They know they can't.
And there's nothing wrong.
No,
nothing wrong with going out and having some fun.
Yeah,
right?
exactly right. That's what this was started for.
We have people who do this every year, and you know, who never really make it past about round 3, but they're having a great time.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what we want. But then it gets down to the, I guess, the more serious ones that are looking, maybe not for a career, but just, you know, they're really good at it. They're using that God-given talent to continue what they started.
Yeah, and they want to see, you know, okay, well, you know, I think I can really sing. Can I really sing? You know,
a lot of them get out of their norm, don't they?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden have you seen over the years? Have you seen? Because you got some that maybe try it for several years in a row, and they're good, but you know, you got somebody that's maybe better in front of them. But have you seen some that you really saw their capability?
The best example of all time is Ashley Miller at Dixie Red.
Wow.
Because Ashley came in, her first year of doing it was number 7.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 years ago was her first one doing it. Well, it was actually one of her friends that won it that year, Tyler Braden, who is now, you know, opening for Luke Bryan and doing all that.
Wow.
Right? They knew each other both from Slap Out.
Right.
Went to high school together and all that.
Slap Out they were tough.
They brought about 4 tough singers that year. Yeah. So the next year, Ashley looked like she and was one of the favorites to win it. And it came down to her and Bailey Payne, Bailey Kazan. You know how Bailey can sing. And you got them two going at it. That was one of the best finales ever.
Yeah,
Bailey won it. The following year is when Adam Sparks won it doing the Sinatra and Aerosmith thing.
Wow.
And it came down to him and Ashley again. But Ashley, bless her heart, she still thinks she should have won it that year. But she had to change her songs at the last minute because she was having a throat issue or whatever.
And that can happen this time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this time of year, man, with the pollen and everything. There's nothing you can do about it. It just is what it is. But then her 4th time, she did win it.
You talking about persistent.
Oh, yeah, she was convinced. She was going to win it. She wasn't going to stop until she won it.
It reminds me of Suzanne Schultz. You know Suzanne.
Yeah.
You know, she plays at y'all's, the Funky Goat plays at the local 41. She kept on. I don't say she applied 14 times. I may be wrong, but I think 14 times to go to work for the Auburn University.
Yeah.
You know where she's working now? The Auburn University. You go it, girl. Thank you for coming out here.
Yes, sir.
All right, Kalijah Idol, this weekend, tonight and tomorrow night, down a little Big Texas down in Wetumpka, Alabama. We'll be right back. Coon's Corner. Let me tell you about Coon's Corner. Breakfast is being served right now. Today for lunch. Of course, they're going to have it's Friday. Fried catfish fillets, chicken tenders, green beans, broccoli cheese rice, loaded potatoes, fried okra, corn nuggets, and here it comes, cobbler. That's right. Breakfast is served from 4:30 to 10. Lunch from 10:30 to 1. Coon's Corner Deli.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion. helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you always.
My friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home, and thank goodness we have no obituaries to report today, but to families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA. And boys and girls, we'll be right back.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City. Caring Transitions of Lake Martin, located in the old DHR building in downtown Dayville. Owner Brandy Weaver wants you to experience the Caring Transitions difference, providing local and national relocation, packing and resettling, downsizing and decluttering, liquidation, online estate auctions, traditional estate sales. Call Caring Transitions of Lake Martin today, 334-703-5050.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, with 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs, with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times, and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Zaxby's just perfected the Philly again with our signature crispy chicken fingers, sauteed pepper and onions, melty cheese, and garlic aioli. Grilled or fried. Now that's a Zaxby's Philly. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Fried chicken and wontons and teriyaki glaze and an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby's Sensation Salad is too delicious to be a salad.
Yep, that's why we call it a salad. The Zaxby's Sensation Salad. Zaxby's.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Let me show you this picture right here. Sandra Fuller was supposed to be here, but this young man that's sitting out here with me, This is kind of the picture. I know Ryan has one in there that you can probably see a whole lot better. How exciting it is! How exciting is it to sit down with your grandson to fish, or just sit down and have a laugh or a conversation with it? Steve Robinson with us out here.
I can't tell you how important that is.
Yeah.
And we have 5 grandchildren, so we actually have 4 generations of our family living here locally. So it's always good.
How special is?
It's very special. So it's always good to have time with the grandkids, and they are appropriately named.
Yeah.
They are grand.
Like, I still laugh at Terry Mitchell. He said, "Heck, if I knew grandkids were gonna be this great," he said, "we would have had them first." But really, you just said the time we spend with them, and I think I can speak for Steve with this. If you have grandchildren, young grandchildren, take that time, because I've seen how fast it moves, especially with Maggie and Nick's too. I've had the time. So I've taken the time because I've seen how quick it can glide by.
Right, and once it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone.
You can't get it back.
You can't get it back.
And there's a narrow window of influence that we have, so we want to make the best of it.
I think about when we even found out when Maggie was pregnant. They're living next to us, which was great. And I bought some little booties. I couldn't wait for WW Fitz to get on that. There's a cement block next to our house, and I'm thinking he can get on that block, he can knock on the window and let us know he's there. And then before we knew it, he was knocking on that back door at our house and coming over, and I spent a lot of time, and I bonded with him. So he and I've got that special bond. Dylan and I had that.
Sure.
Because I spent a lot of time with Dylan. He's 27.
Sure.
But the others, I love them. I love them all, but but because of location, where they were, and that type thing, I just didn't spend that time. So I've seen how quick he's 5 now.
Sure.
He was a year old yesterday.
Yeah,
exactly.
and
so I've seen how that works. So that time, you said you can't get it back, but in a lot of times. Now, I've told this story about my mama and papa all the time. And I remember when I was a kid, they lived behind Porch Curb Market, and I'd go over there and just hang out with them, take a walk with them, and do nothing.
Right.
And it was something great.
Special.
It was some of the greatest, and I remember that.
Sure.
It was some of the greatest times, and my papa all the time would tell old crazy stories and just laugh. And I'd laugh with him. I wouldn't know what the heck he was talking about.
Yeah, but it was fun.
But he laughed. I mean,
sure.
and so I grew up in laughter. And love, and we say it starts at home.
It does.
You know that, Steve.
Absolutely.
I mean, you that's where you came from, and it's 4 generations now. Wow.
And I think we all have influence
Sure.
On people that are in our circles. So we have an opportunity to make it a good one experience or a bad one. So
you made it a good one.
We're going to trump on the good.
You made it a good experience, not just for your family, but for this community. This is it. When Steve Robinson talks about this this community, which is his family, I see your eyes light up because I know you have the passion for it to do better.
Well, we could all be somewhere else, but we choose to be here, and we choose to be here because of the quality of life and what this community has to offer. And heard a wise person say one time, you can spectate or participate. So we're called to be participants, and we want to do everything we can to try to make our community better. And there are a lot of people here that are doing that. There are a lot of people that are interested in our community and wanting to be here. So we're very excited about that on many fronts.
You working with the president of the Chamber of Commerce here in Alexander City. You're a commissioner with the Tallapoosa County Commission. What district?
I'm District 2.
2. I'm not good with any of the districts. I know who they are, but I can't ever get the right districts. But I think about your involvement with the city and what you're doing. What's some things when people are coming in here, whether they come in here to locate, and what's some things they say that really stood out? This is why we chose Alexander City. Does anything come to mind?
Well, couple of interesting stories. We have someone who has invested in Alexander City who lives in San Diego.
Wow.
So it was just sort of a chance thing. He talked to someone who was from here, and I talked to this individual this past week. There's a lot of opportunities here that people just don't know about. So from a tourism perspective, I'll start right there. We're trying to help share our story with as many people as possible. So we have a lot of people that are interested in investing here, coming here, bringing their business here. But a lot of what we do, especially now with the tools that are out there, AI-based or not, we can determine, who's here, how long they're here, what their education levels are, what their household incomes are, et cetera, et cetera. So they come and visit, and we want to take advantage of the information we have. I like to say this, sometimes we drown in data and we're starved for information, but so we're trying to create information that we can share to tell the story of our community and how good it is and the things we have to offer. We find, like every single week, there are people who live in our community that don't know the things we have available in our community.
A lot of times we've been living here for all this time, we don't know.
Well, we're doing something at Horseshoe Bend with the Muskogee Nation. We're trying to help them, and we want to do some monuments there for them.
Wow.
And Robinson Iron, I believe, will be able to do that work for us. But had somebody within the last month lived here 35 years and didn't know about Horseshoe Bend. But there, we have great trail systems, and those continue to grow. So there's a lot of good stuff that you can do outdoors here, and we're trying to get the word out to engage more people.
And Horseshoe Bend National Military Park, doing the show all these years, I've bragged on it. I love it. It's right here in our backyard, and it did get hit pretty hard from the recent storm. So some of the areas, the buildings, there were not any damage, but around where the cannon was, that hill there, Gun Hill, I believe they call that was hit pretty hard. A lot of the trails, maybe even closed for a while to get it all cleaned up. But that whole area, we just heard yesterday from Commissioner John McKelvey, 310 truckloads of debris was hauled off. Amazing.
Right.
And we're looking at going in the same direction this weekend, Sunday, evening going into Monday. They're always talking about, bad weather. How does the chamber prepare for when we get, and they've been warning us recently. They know a week in advance. They start letting us know severe weather is coming. So today's Friday, tomorrow, Sunday. So we go in the next day or two. We're going to find out more about it. But how does the chamber prepare for stuff like this, or do?
Sure. Well, we help spread the word. I want to give a shout out to Jason Moraine, the EMA director.
That's a worker.
He is. So they do a great job. And if you go to the county just upgraded our website, Tallapoosa County. So there's information there. If you go to EMA, you can get directions on how to get notifications on your phone.
Let me give you that number, 256-825-1078. 825-1078, and that's not a scam number.
That's right, and basically it will allow you to get the notifications, to be prepared.
And they do give them to you.
And so we at the chamber, we try to echo. We've had a lot of growth in safe places in our county. So I want to give a shout out to those that have been part of that. But there is a place you can go, and there's a way that you can receive notifications. So we want everybody to be safe. And so we at the chamber, we try to echo those messages that go out. Yep.
I know that the municipal complex, not no official word on it yet, but most time with bad weather, they open up their doors in other areas. Does the chamber, do y'all have a facility for that or not?
Well, we don't, but there's a tunnel under the road on that campus, which is a great place.
Wow.
And so we're not a published site
Right,
for that,
okay.
but we're always wanting to help people get safe, be safe, get to their location.
Have you ever been in one? Have you ever been in a tornado?
Actually, yeah, and I remember this.
Here?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Never know
So when I was in high school, I was at a friend's house. I'd spent the night with him, and a tornado came through, actually through that area where we were. So we were outside because the birds couldn't fly and the wind was so direct. So we were out catching birds during the tornado. Yeah.
So it hit during the daytime?
It did.
Wow.
Yeah, it sure did.
Do you remember what year that was?
That would have been 77.
Wow.
1977.
Catching birds.
Yep.
Hey, let me tell you what, he's still fast. He's still, Mr. Roadrunner here. We'll be right back. Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama. I know I keep talking about my tires, and even I know that I'm about ready for a set of tires. I'm pushing right at 50,000, and that was the original set that came on them. So where will I get my tires? There's no other place as far as I'm concerned, because I know they're going to treat me right, and I know the price is going to be right at Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret, an affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Let's talk about the weather right now because it is pretty nice outside. In fact, right now it is 58 degrees. It's going to be 83 today. Let's go into the weekend because this is when things change. Not tonight. 62, partly cloudy tonight. Saturday, slight chance of rain, 79 and 63. Okay, Sunday and Monday is what we need to be looking for. Even Monday, there is a first alert weather day on Monday. What we're looking at is a chance of severe storms capable of producing damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. So let's just get prepared and be ready in case. If nothing happens, great. The next week's going to be, by Wednesday, it's going to be pushing 90 degrees. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by our friends at Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. Steve Robinson with us out here, chamber president, but so much involved with the commission, so much involved with Lake Martin Economic Alliance. I know I talked to Denise Walls, who's going to be out here soon. Are there anything that you can talk about that we know that may be coming here or not?
Well, I know we have some things that are in process here. The graphite plant and what's going on out there. And there will be waves or phases of that growth. So I know phase 1 is complete and they're in phase 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
That will continue. There'll be a phase 3. So eventually they'll be able to mine the graphite that's there in Coosa County, the largest deposit in the country.
Right here in our backyard.
Right here in our backyard. Yeah. So Tanzania is providing their graphite until phase 2 is completed and they have full production.
Let me ask a dumb question.
Yep.
Tanzania, is that a country?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Africa.
Okay.
So, so that's one thing, and then we have Two Rivers. That's a state-of-the-art lumber producer.
Will that open this year?
The plan is, unless something's changed, they hope to open in August.
Okay, that was.
Yeah, and they are great folks, super community engaged people. So we're going to see them do a great work.
They're Alabama based, correct?
Well, they are. They have a plant in Demopolis. Yeah. So, and then this plant certainly will be using a different level of technology, and it's amazing what they do with the quality, trying to get the best quality wood possible. And we're excited that they're here.
How many will they employ? Do you know right off?
130 to 140 employees.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of folks.
Yeah, and I think over time, maybe they've got some additional land in the industrial park. So hopefully they could expand beyond that as their business model calls for that.
You mentioned August about them opening. That's right around the corner. Also, we've got 2 hotels that, my understanding, we're looking at both of them opening about August. Am I right or wrong on that?
Well, no, the Holiday Inn Express.
They're coming on up with it.
They're up, so they're and I think the plan was to get the pad poured for the La Quinta Inn that will be behind Gateway.
Okay, I was out there the other day. I got my walk-in out there, and you can get a lot of walking right around Publix and behind it.
Yep.
No traffic.
No
But if I'm in the back part or the back part of Publix, and over here to the right, going back toward downtown Alexander City on 280, it looked like there was a green area out there that was cleared off. Is that where that's going, or am I in the wrong direction?
Well, it's if you go like if you come in to Publix from 63.
Oh, 60, okay.
Yeah, if you come in from 63, so you go up the hill, and then if you would take a right to be in the parking area there in front of Publix. If you went left there, you can see where the area is cleared.
Okay, that's where I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, and I know they were hoping to have the pad done in the spring, and then
which is here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure when they'll have that hotel up and running, but it'll be as quick as they can get it done.
But do we really realize how important that having two hotels that we've not had, what it's going to do for tourism? I hope we realize that.
Well, from a tourism perspective, based on the things that we have right now, things going on right now, we feel we need 900 rooms to service the people that come and do things in our community. As an example, softball tournaments, soccer tournaments, whatever, fishing tournaments. A lot of people come to our community to do those things, but we don't have enough lodging for them. So with these two hotels coming online, we will have about 450 rooms available.
So we're halfway there.
About halfway there. So, and there are other people that are interested in bringing more hotels to our community.
Do those other industries, do they look and see what a La Quinta Inn, what a Holiday Inn Express and Suites, what they do? Kind of like when a business comes in, they say, okay, it's time for us to make our move. We're ready to make that commitment to come to the Alexander City area. Is that kind of...
Well, so as an example, this past year, I'm aware of 36 different fishing tournaments that were hosted on Lake Martin. So that number continues to grow. So one thing in particular we know from a tourism perspective, if you can get the middle school, high school, college tournaments, then generally you're going to have 100 to 200 boats, and you'll have 2 to 4 people in the boat. And so when middle schoolers, high schoolers, and college students are fishing, everybody comes. Grandma comes to witness the tournament, et cetera. So a lot of people come into our community, and they're going to eat out. They'll lodge if we have lodging. But right now, when those tournaments happen, we have people staying in other locations than driving in, the day of the tournament. So there's missed opportunities, and we're aware. So we feel we need 900 rooms right now.
When you were coming up as a young lad, did you think there would ever be fishing teams in schools like they are now? And they continue to grow.
Right. And so we fished, but it wasn't organized. But I am surprised at what's happening. And you're right, this continues to grow. So fishing is a professional sport. And
it's big time.
It is big time. And people invest a lot. And the folks, when you get to go to the weigh-ins, et cetera, and you meet the people, they're really good folks, and they're here to do good. And so we're excited to have this in our backyard, and we're once again thankful for Lake Martin, which, by the way, in 2026 will celebrate its 100th birthday.
100 years. So we all these things that we've been celebrating, we ain't celebrating nothing like we're going to celebrate in 2026. Steve Robinson, thank you for coming out here. Sandra Fuller, we hope you get to feeling better real soon.
That's
Next,
right.
I see her in there snooping around, Amanda Sullivan with Cloud 9. Let me tell you about Doc's Cafe at the Russell Medical Cafeteria for lunch, it being Friday. I'm going to tell you what they got. Baked ham or hamburger steak. That's your choice there. Rice with gravy, pineapple casserole, I love that, peas and carrots, fried okra. Your soup of the day is chicken noodle. Try their breakfast out. It's being served right now. Tell them you heard us talking about them on the front porch and they're going to give you 10% off. Yeah, they will.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Passion. The obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Have you heard? The Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle just officially reset the bar. With track-tuned suspension and a comfortable chassis, plus a torquey 776cc parallel twin engine with quick shift. This bike won't compromise. And with qualified buyers getting as low as 1.99%, financing for 36 months, neither will you. Head into Adams Motorsports in Montgomery to experience the Suzuki GSX 8R, the new standard of sport. Terms and conditions apply.
Integrated Massage of Alexander City is located at 119 Madison Street behind the old Chamber of Commerce. Destiny Goble is the owner, says come on out for outcome-based treatment plans, pain relief, focused areas, relaxation, cupping therapy, hot stones. Remember, rewind, reset, recover. Make an appointment today at Integrative Massage of Alexander City, 256-252-7644.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
spring power buy sale. Buy one piece of regular price, and she will tell you the rest of it. Amanda Sullivan, owner of Cloud9, with us this morning.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going good.
Is it? I know you had the tent sale last weekend. You got the spring power buy sale. Let me ask you something. I know you go to market, and I know we always talk about this, but is it just because you working there 6 years, or just because your love for your business, how you're always coming up with, you do a great job with social media, wearing the clothes, showing what you have there, but in the way y'all are always kind of changing it around in there, is that just something you learned over the years, or is that just what you do?
I think a little bit of both.
Combination.
So, social media is a really powerful tool.
Sure.
And I do follow several other boutiques, that are in different states, different areas.
That you pull from?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
good
That's
to
smart.
have ideas. You can come up with ideas on your own and try to fulfill them, but then you see someone else do something, you're like, oh, I can do that, but I can put like my twist on it and do it how I think.
Okay.
I'm a talker with my hands. I'm a hand talker.
I'm laughing at you because I laugh at Scott Blake. Scott, and people, you got to tell him to quit beating on this desk out here. But that's kind of,
Yeah.
same thing you
Well,
do,
I
but
just
you
get
kind of
nervous.
silent talking. But you do such a great. You don't have to put your hands down. It's okay for you to talk with your hands, but you do such a good job with it. Because that's your love, that's your family, that's your business.
Yeah. I mean, ever since the first day I stepped foot in Cloud9, I was like, I knew I was meant to be here. Like,
really,
God
I've never heard you say that.
Opened that door for me, and that's the only way that I can describe how I got here and how I'm in this position.
So when you went in there, maybe just shopping.
No, I had never stepped foot in there shopping before, ever. I think we had lived here for 3 or 4 months, and I didn't even know what downtown was because I worked in Auburn.
That's
and
right.
so I never.
That's right.
So I was driving to Auburn, and I get home late, didn't want to go anywhere, and I really struggled, deciding to leave my job in Auburn because it was great, and I had fantastic, I had been there for several years and had moved up, but truly God led me to Cloud9. And as soon as I met Amy and Sarah, I was like, these ladies they're my family now.
Yeah. And they're your family, they're your friends, they're that relationship that you made way back when forever.
Yes,
absolutely. And they did a great job. They have their own family,
Yes.
their grandchildren, where they can spend time with them now. Everything evolves.
Yes, it does. And I think back the first year that I was here in like November, I got sick and I had to go to the emergency room. While I was at work, so Miss Sarah was like, I'm taking you to the emergency room. So Miss Sarah took me, and then Amy came and sat with me until my mom got here. And I'd only been working there 6 months, and just the love and compassion that they have shown for me I couldn't think of a better place to be.
Knowing those girls like I've known them for years, and knowing the kind of business they built up for you, it was left up to you to really carry on a great tradition.
Yeah.
They started when it was Cloud9. It was 9 ladies involved, and over the years it's gone down to just 2. Now we're down to 1. But it still started with all those others building it up.
Yeah.
And it's changed location. It's on Main Street, downtown Alexander City. And do we want the downtown area to grow? You hear me say this every day. And we've got some changes going on that I won't mention now in downtown Alex City that I think is going to be good changes. Sometimes you got to make a change to make it work.
Absolutely.
You agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
But you do the same thing in the store.
Yes.
I mean, you've got this one section right here that it's looked like that for a while. Let's move it over here.
Yeah, and see what happens.
And then they come in and say,
like, oh, I didn't even know you had this.
Well, it's been sitting there but you had, so that's something you probably learned in marketing. I mean, I've heard people say it for years to move it around. I mean, but keeping it clean, I see it. I see it when I go in there. I mean, and it doesn't just happen. I mean, that's part of the first impressions
Right.
are everything.
They definitely
and then the girls, the ladies that work there, most of them have been with you, have been there for a while.
Yeah, I think
That
me and
says a
Miss
lot.
Linda were talking. I think she started working there like in the early 2000s.
Really?
So Miss Linda's been there quite some time.
20 years plus.
Yeah.
And but that just says so much about Cloud Nine. Do you see more and more people walk through that door you don't know? And I'm asking that to tell you something.
Yeah.
That are moving in here from
I
all
think
over?
so. They're like, or people that have said, I've lived here for a year. I didn't even know this was here.
Yep.
I didn't know that downtown was here. I never thought about coming.
I guess because, going out to eat, going out to and different things I go to, I don't know anybody anymore. It's up to us to introduce ourselves, find out who they are. Man, I sat down yesterday with a gentleman. Just said, start out, how you doing? You from here? And it led from one thing to another to another. He was been in the Air Force for 30-something years. I think wound up being in about 40 years, and just talking about different things. All of a sudden, you start relating. All you got to do is just
talk.
Just talk.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you find out just how small the world is.
We had a couple out here the other day, Alan and Christy Haynes. She's works in the medical end of the business, and her husband, Alan, who came with her, they live in Mountain Brook. They have a place in the Eclectic, but he was with the NFL as a referee for 18 years.
Wow.
And he's very humble about it. You would never know that unless you just knew about it.
Yeah.
And you pulled it out of him. But that it was just, and he refereed in the 2024 Super Bowl.
Oh wow!
So it was just
that's pretty cool.
And then Lois Ann Murphy, who was supposed to be on the early show today, she's with her dad, and I hope your dad gets feeling a whole lot better. I told her, I said, family's always first.
Yes.
This show way down the totem pole. Family, you always take care of your family first. But Lois Ann Murphy and Christy cheerleaded at Auburn together.
Okay.
So she saw them on the show the other day and just said, wow, it's small world.
She didn't cheer with her, but also a girl that grew up in Ozark cheered for Auburn, and they happened to meet at like a cheerleader alumni. She was like,
really?
I have a very strange connection to you.
Wow.
So,
small
it
world.
really is. It's just funny.
Were you a cheerleader?
I was.
I can believe that.
I was.
Golly,
Loved it.
It's like having a Maggie Dean Whaley sitting over here with me, because so many things that you did, Maggie did, and children, a 5-year-old and 2-year-old, boy and a girl.
Yep.
It's just, and our friendship's been going on for several years now, and I guess probably all of it was through Cloud Nine.
Yeah.
Were you just working?
Bree was the Main
Bree
Street
Smith.
director. She was
That's
like, "Hey,
right.
you need to come on the Kenny Dean show." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" Like, no, I'm not going on TV. But she got me to come out here, and
no, if you ain't been a regular here, but you do a good job, and Bree did a good job out here. I stay in touch with Bree. In fact, I called her a while back, and Stacy Lucas that used to co-host the show, because October the show will be 30 years old.
Wow.
So I want to start bringing in some of those co-hosts over the years, and there'll never be another Blake Schaffer. He and I did this 13 years, and he's not with us anymore, but he is. I carry on something or tell a story on him every day. In fact, I was telling the guys in here the other day what they pulled on him several years ago that I can't even share with y'all. But I think about all these co-hosts, and I'll probably get to listing them, and I think I'll remember everybody. Now Scott is, and Scott, Blake and I talked about this. It's commitment. I talked about this. It's chemistry, and Scott, I know, will be here. Not on Thursdays. Yeah, he's got to have his beauty sleep and get his hair fixed, and Yeah, I'm talking about Scott Blake. I said I talked with his mom the other day. She talks more than he does. I loved it, girl. I truly loved it, Miss Carmen. We'll be right back. The Mitchell House has been there in Dadeville since 1835. You know, I guess having Robert Reams out here yesterday talking about artifacts, talking about history with the Indians going back, you know, hundreds and even thousands of years. I think about how long the Mitchell House has been there, and it's still there. It carries on a great tradition. Great place to have an event. You want to have one there? Go to mitchellhouseevents.com today.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
Benton, Clearing, and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton, Clearing, and Grading.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full-service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
I do want to remind you again because they're talking about it, so I want to go ahead and bring it up one more time. Just stay weather alert because this weekend they're talking about severe storms capable of producing damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. So right now they're just still, even Monday is considered first alert weather day, March 31st, the last day of the month. So let's just be ready. If nothing happens, good. If something happens, and we should be prepared for it. Living in Coosa County, you were not affected in the last storm, were you?
No, we weren't. And, we were actually at the beach.
That's right.
Right. Josh kept an eye on our cameras just to make sure, but we never lost power. My parents have land in the Jackson's Gap, Bay Pines area.
I didn't know that.
And so
you got hit in there?
No, it didn't. It literally jumped over their property. So we're thankful for that. Terrible about everything else that happened.
Yeah, it was. In fact, in the Jackson Gap area, it hit a lot of areas really hard. You heard us talking about on yesterday's show. Commissioner John McKelvey, they had 310 truckloads of debris they hauled out. I mean, and that was just from I think there was 3 different areas, and that just doesn't. If you look out, sometimes you look out in the woods where it's okay if it's the trees that are down. It's nothing there anyway, but forest.
Yeah.
But then you see the debris that happens that didn't hit any of us. So you got to keep in mind too. I'm not really good at this, but just learning over the years, you got to keep in mind with all the high winds we've had, it weakens those trees. They were swaying back and forth, so it's kind of loosening them up. It's just like I was telling this the other day on the show, walking out around the hospital, back behind where the Hampton Inn is over there.
Yeah.
There's just a tree down. Well, that tree fell when there was just kind of a windy afternoon, but it was water oak, really shallow roots. Well, it was doing all that swaying and going back and forth during some of those bad storms. So when another little wind comes, it blew it over. Same thing happened when we had that bad weather a couple of weeks ago. It was 5 o'clock. I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go fill up my truck. I had about 50 miles, but, we were expecting really bad weather that weekend. And thought I'd go by the liquor store, too. I was all right, but I thought I'd go by the liquor store. 5 o'clock. They closed that day. Closed 2 hours early. It's okay. I was not hurt. But I was going up Ridgeway, and there was a huge pine across the road that had just fallen. They were already out there cutting it up to get it out of the way, but the road was closed, and that's before the big wind came in. So let's just, I know we talk about it a lot, but you're going to hear it a whole lot more from people like James Spann and some of these folks that Maggie just, she thinks he the sun sets, and
he's good at what he does.
He's good, but we trust him, so that's and he's got the equipment. He loves what he does. He loves getting the word out, and they do a good job at it. But golly, he's made such a name in the weather.
I know. Someone said James Spann gonna be wearing nothing but his suspenders after this storm, because he takes off his jacket when things get serious.
Yeah, when he takes his jacket off, you better get prepared. But Maggie said that big storm we had weekend 4 last, I guess it was now, that when it got close to their station, he sent everybody out to where their safe place was there at the station.
Yeah,
and he stayed right there with it. So he's created quite a good name for himself. But here again, it's because we trust him.
And he'll say, all right, if you're on or if you're on Highway 22 next to Ray Baptist Church, you better get in your safe place. Like, he knows Alabama, and he knows roads, and he knows where to tell you.
But we have the equipment now to tell you.
Yeah.
I've been watching Twister lately. Sunday night, if the weather's getting bad, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna watch it again.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen that movie all the way through.
Oh, really?
I mean, maybe I did when I was a kid, but I don't really remember. I just remember Dorothy.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
The weather.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the weather machine's called?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Yeah, yeah.
And then the Twister ride at Universal.
Did you watch the movie? I mean, the new movie.
No, I haven't.
Okay, it's good. I still like the original because it's. And you had a friend of yours that wrote a book.
Yes.
About I guess it was a Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, the
tornadoes.
Tuscaloosa tornadoes. Yeah.
Golly, that was.
I know.
Even our own Jacob Meacham, he and Lindsay were living there when that happened. I've talked to people. I guess what I remember about that tornado is watching it on the news, the Birmingham News, seeing it coming. You know, and this wasn't a movie. This was real. That's what was so scary about it. And a lot of lives lost too.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, this isn't funny, but you know, there's a Hobby Lobby in the past. So the Hobby Lobby got destroyed. So there was Hobby Lobby stuff everywhere. People I talked to that lived there were like, there was stuff everywhere.
Will they go and pick it up?
Yeah, because you know how Hobby Lobby has so much stuff.
Yeah,
like it was just everywhere.
I've never heard that. In Birmingham?
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I be darned.
Yeah, I moved up there the fall after that happened.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So you lived in Tuscaloosa for a while?
I lived there for 3 years. I graduated from there.
But did you work up there too?
I worked at Charlotte Russe in the mall.
Charlotte Russe? What's that?
It's a like a fast fashion.
Okay. I don't think I knew that. I didn't know you worked up there.
Yep.
What mall or
the right there off 15th Street, McFarland.
So it was McFarland. Really?
Yep.
I worked at
I live
McFarland.
right behind it.
I'll be darned. I worked in McFarland Mall a few years before that, 72, 3, somewhere in there, and lived in Tuscaloosa for a couple of years. I loved it. But see, I had been over there years before that, going over there on the weekend from 71 to about 75.
Yeah.
And then getting to move over there. Maybe it was 74 or 75. Anyway, because I moved to Birmingham to work at in the, I'm trying to remember the name of the brand new place up there where, you know, it was the mall. God, and it's gone now. They've torn it down.
Brookwood?
No, not Brookwood. No, Brookwood is still kind of there.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe, because Ellen and I lived out there. That's where I met Ellen in 75, going into 76. But I loved living in Tuscaloosa. I loved living in Birmingham.
I did too. I lived there for a semester.
In Birmingham?
Uh-huh.
Where'd you live there?
I lived kind of downtown, near Avondale. In a little
brewery?
house. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Kenny Jr. and his wife live in Old Homewood, close to the Piggly Wiggly. Children go to schools there. They love living there, and it's right up the road. Folks, we're going to take our last break of the day. We'll be right back. Chick-fil-A. Well, she didn't visit with us today. But you know what? You can visit with her today, tomorrow, but not Sunday. I'm talking about Lois Ann Murphy and the crew at Chick-fil-A. You're going to love them. The next time you need catering done, let's just say for breakfast, it's your turn to take the breakfast catering to wherever. Go to Chick-fil-A. They'll fix you up and you'll have some happy folks. Chick-fil-A, Highway 280, Alex City.
Get ready to smile because it's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Take your pick of over 40 brand new Chevrolet Silverados, discounted up to $14,000 off while they last. New Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV featuring high-tech options, discounted up to $5,000 off. Enjoy no payments until summertime. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes, including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Hi, my name's Mac Alexander. This is my wife, Carolyn Alexander. And the reason we love our church, it's just an awesome family of believers in Jesus Christ. And our church genuinely has a heart for souls and community.
And we love our Sunday school class. It's a wonderful group of people. And we pray for each other in the good times and in the hard times.
Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne's Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number. Well, welcome back to the show. We about to wrap up another show with Amanda Silverman out here. So we got a big sale going on today, Friday, and Saturday.
Yes.
At Cloud9.
Yes. Buy one piece of regular price apparel and shoes, get 15% off. 2 pieces, 20% off. You buy 3 or more, you get 25% off. And we have a huge sale section that is slam full. And we would love to see you out there.
And again, it's for all ages.
Yeah.
I think I need to do a better job of reminding folks it's not just for young people, it's for all ages. So I would strongly urge it, and it's real bright right now with all the new colors.
Yes.
I just absolutely love this time of the year.
Me too. And, we have some goodies for, like, kids for Easter baskets.
right.
We carry the brand mud pie, and they have all the little fun things, just different things for kids instead of, a toy that they're going to play with for 5 minutes. And
Get them something that's going to last a while.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out
Thank
here,
you.
Ryan. Thank you for another great week. And thank y'all for being with us. Be careful this weekend. Be prepared for the weather, possibly bad weather. We'll see you back out here Monday.